Hi you guys, it is your girl Pretty Girl Peeps, and I am here today to do a quick first impressions on the new NYX NYX, however you say it, professional makeup total drop foundation, which is right here. So I'm just going to give you a really quick first thought just from putting it on, and then tell you kind of how I felt it did. So I actually picked this up at Ulta, this NYX Total Drop Foundation. It's supposed to be good for dry skin. So pretty much I'll kind of read what the box says. So the box says, with just a few drops, our Total Control Drop Foundation delivers sheer to full coverage and a velvety matte finish. Simply adjust the number of drops you use until the desired level of coverage is achieved. More drops equal more coverage. So then on the back, it gives you kind of like a chart. And it says for light, you want to use 2 or more. For medium, you want to use 3 or more drops. And then for full, you want to use 4 or more drops. So with this type of foundation, I'm going to use a stippling brush to like really get all in those pores. So one thing, I mean, of course, because it just came out, Ulta did not have a lot of colors. I think the color that I grabbed, which is 13, is golden. This was the darkest shade that they had at Ulta, so I was a little disappointed that they didn't have more of a variety to choose from. But online, they definitely have more colors to choose from. So this is what it looks like outside of its package. So when you open it, it has a little drop applicator. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side because I have very dry skin, so I feel like I can't give this a fair impression if I just do it on my raw skin. So I'm going to actually have to go ahead and put on some moisturizer and some primer. So the moisturizer that I'm going to use is the Pond's Nourishing Moisturizer. So I'm just going to go ahead and moisturize my face with this. But because I know how dry my skin is, especially in the winter, I want to make sure that I get every crevice covered. Okay, so now that my face is moisturized, I am going to go ahead and put some primer on my face just to really give this makeup something to adhere to, something to stick to. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Just put this, oh yeah, so the primer that I'm using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. That is my favorite primer in the whole wide world. I'm just going to make sure I get an even coat of this all over my nose, my face. My nose gets especially dry, my whole T-zone. So I'll make sure that I'm really putting that on top of that moisturizer to really create a good base. Okay, so now that I have the base on, what I am going to do next is go ahead and start putting on the foundation. So I am going to show you what a medium coat looks like, because if I put on foundation, I definitely want it to be seen. I'm not going to wear like a sheer. So I'll show you medium, and then I'll kind of show you what full coverage is. So I'm going to start by shaking it very well. They say shake, shake, shake. So I shook that. And now for medium, it says 3+ drops. So I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to start off with. I'm going to put a little bit in all those crevices and kind of get started with blending this everywhere. as I can already tell, it's kind of a match, but it's kind of dark. Well, not dark. It's kind of light for my skin. This is what one coat looks like. So I wanted to kind of turn down the exposure so you could kind of see. So right now, I mean, it just honestly just feels very smooth, like a second skin. Now what I am going to do is try one more drop to see if that will make it a little bit more full coverage. Actually, I'm going to try two more to see what the coverage is going to be like once I add these coats. So far, and I don't know if you can tell, to me, just from looking in the mirror that's closest to me, it seems a little streaky just from like this first like go round and try. So I'm just going to try to keep buffing it out. I'm actually going to spray it with my setting spray to see if, you know, putting a little bit of moisture on there will make a difference. To just see if that will help buff it out. And the color is a little, I can't really tell if I like this color on me or not. It kind of seems a little pale to me. Like I might want something a little bit warmer on my skin. So just from this first application, I am just not sure how to feel about it. So I'm going to kind of give it a couple of seconds, see if it kind of oxidizes, see if it, you know, kind of settles into my face. And I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to see. I mean, it definitely looks like it has potential, but I just really can't tell right now what I think. So just gonna sit here until I feel like it's fully oxidized, and I'm just hoping that it works. And I've, you know, looked at other people's reviews on this, and, you know, from the lady at the store at Ulta, you know, I was told they have a brush for it because this is more of a brush foundation. But part of me wonders if a sponge would be better with this makeup, just because to me it seems a little cakey. I'm not gonna lie, it just seems very cakey to me. So I don't necessarily like that. And again, this could just be me. It just might need some time to settle. And I put a lot of moisturizer on, I put primer on, so I'm not really sure why it'd be streaky and not just flow into my face. So I'm just going to give this a couple of minutes to kind of see, like I said, what it does, how it oxidizes, how it works on my face. And then I'm also going to put on like some lip gloss, because sometimes that's why, you know, your face might look a little crazy. So I'm just put on a little lip gloss. I mean, so like I said, I don't know. And maybe it's the color. I just feel like it's seeping into my skin just really weird. I don't know. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is set it, you know, kind of wipe it down. I'm going to set it with my NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray and kind of see how this kind of goes down. So I still kind of feel the same way, especially in my forehead area. It's just really like dry and like really clinging to, like, you know, certain areas of my face. And then I don't know, maybe I just don't necessarily like this one because it's not necessarily my color. So maybe that's why I'm kind of like, do you like it? Do you not? I mean, especially underneath like my eyes, I like the way it kind of feels into my face. I think the biggest area is up here near my forehead. It just looks really crazy. Not gonna lie to you, it just looks a little crazy. So what I'm gonna do is give myself a couple of hours, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna like actually put on like my concealer and actually put on some you know, some highlighter and really like spruce the face up. That way I can kind of tell you, yes, I like it. No, I don't like it. Yes, it like. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I am back. I'm giving it a little time to see if I like the way that it, you know, finishes off on my face. So I don't know if you can kind of see. Eventually it did really fall into my face and kind of gave it a really like matte finish. I definitely think it's medium coverage. I don't think it's really full coverage. I just feel like if you wanted it to be full coverage, you would really have to build and build and build. So just first impressions. Originally when I first put it on, it looked really streaky. It looked really cakey. So I was kind of like, I don't think I'm going to like that. But I could say after letting it sit for a while, I really like the way, I really like the way it has like really settled into my face. The only thing is I know this color is not my color. This color is way too light for me. So once I'm actually able to get my hands on a color that I feel like is more suitable for my skin tone, I definitely think I'll come back and give it like an actual review. But I just wanted to try it out for you guys and kind of just try it out for myself and see how I liked it. So again, this is just a first impression on the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. And this is in the color 13, which is golden. And this is, you know, a liquid foundation that's supposed to give a really matte finish. And I definitely think it does that. It gives you the matte finish and it definitely like fills in everything. I didn't put any concealer or anything else like that because I just wanted you guys to really be able to just see what the foundation standing alone, what it looked like, and you know how I felt about it and whether or not I would suggest it. I think just based on first impressions, I'd have to say try it out yourself. I'm definitely a dry skinned girl, so I don't know if that helps. I think if you're dry skinned as well, you might like it. Maybe combination skin, you also might like it. Oily skin, I really can't say because I unfortunately don't have oily skin. But I definitely could say I think it's worth a try. Ulta has it right now. All their NYX products, buy one, get one half off. So now would be a good time to try it. Again, like I said, they don't really have a wide range of colors right now, but you can order them offline. And I do think it's like if it doesn't fit for you, you can turn it back in and get your money back. Something like that is going on. So, again, it's your girl, Pretty Girl Peeps. I thank you for sitting down and doing this with me. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it looks good on my skin tone? Am I tripping? Is it because I'm under these lights and, you know, I'm seeing something different? So just let me know what you think of this foundation. I'm also going to take some pictures so you can kind of see what it really looks like once it's all settled. So again, it's your girl, Pretty Girl Peeps, and I thank you for watching with me today. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'm also going to be doing a review on the Sasha Buttercup Setting Powder, so be on the lookout for that one as well. So again, it's your girl, Pretty Girl Peeps. I thank you for joining me and have a great rest of your day.